Hi students, welcome back. I'm going to just restart this lesson from our last video. In last video, I showed you how to find out reduction and oxidation from a given equation. Okay, now it's time to balance them. That's just going to be your first step. You have to balance here. First, you have to balance your atoms on each side. When it comes to oxygen, you can see here you have 4 atoms of oxygen, alright? But over here there is no oxygen, okay? So I'm just going to add oxygen by my own, but I cannot add only particularly oxygen. I will add water, 4 moles. Why? Because I need here 4 oxygen. So if I add here 1 water, it means I will get 1 oxygen with it, but I need to add 4 water moles so that I can get 4 oxygen on left hand side. Yes, now oxygen atoms are balanced, as you can see very well. Thank you. And what about hydrogen? 2 atoms, 4 times 2. 4 times 2. Why? Because there are 4 moles of water. 1 water, second, third, 4. This is how I did. 4 oxygens I added here, and hydrogen became 2 to 4 to 6 to 8. 8 here, 2 here, 10. But on the other hand side, there is no hydrogen. So for hydrogen, you have to add here 10 positive ions, or you can say 10 ions of hydrogen. Now, according to atoms, this equation is balanced, but after that, when you are done with your atoms balancing, you have to balance also charges. Okay, so just look at the charge that we started with sulfur, -2 and +6. It's not balanced, okay, because here answer is -2, their answer is +6. So I just want to make here also -2 somehow. How I can make? I will add here 8 electrons. If I add 8 electrons, 6 is there plus 6. I added -8. Alright, the answer is -2. So actually, on the right hand side there is also -2. On left hand side there is also -2. Now this equation is balanced. Okay, and half reaction of oxidation is done. Now let's talk about half reaction of reduction. Reduction in that step was with the equation that we used is for nitric acid. Yes, so you will write here NO3, that was +6 here, it was negative, that was +5 here, and on the other hand side there was NO2 with +4. Okay. Now, as you can see here, first you have to balance their atoms, as I told you last step. Oxygen is 3, oxygen is 2. So I will add how many moles of water? 1. Because I need only 1 more oxygen. 2 oxygen and 1 oxygen. Now we have 3 oxygen on both sides. And nitrogens are also balanced, alright? But what about hydrogen? You have here 2 atoms of hydrogen, but over here, no one. So you have to add here 2 moles of hydrogen ion. Okay, now atoms are balanced very well. Yes, so now let's talk about their charges. Oxidation state +5 and +4. Yes, so it's not balanced. How I can make it also +4? I will add here +1 negative charge. That will give you +5 and -1. Look at here, +5 and -1. Answer is +4. So on this hand, +4, on that hand, +4. Now your oxidation and half reaction, they are balanced. Okay, let's talk about step number 5. Here you have to see how many electrons you have added for oxidation and reduction. Okay, and as you can see over there, for oxidation we added 8, reduction we added 1. Right? So in other questions, maybe you will add here 7, so you will mention here 7. Alright? Maybe you will add here 2 to get them balanced, so you will add here 2. Okay. What you have to do now is just multiply your reduction equation with 8 and oxidation equation with 1. Okay, so I will just multiply directly this equation, reduction equation from here with 8. Okay, so I'm going to multiply this equation with 8. 8 2 times 16. Yes, 8 NO3. Okay, and plus 8 electron. Why? Because I have to multiply this reaction with 8 and the reaction is given here. Okay, now I'm done with this side and this one also. 8 NO2 and 8 moles of water, right? Okay, done. And you have to multiply that one with oxidation. Oxidation reaction, half reaction is given here. So when you multiply by 1, that's going to be same. Alright? Yes. So I can just write simply this whole equation here. H2S plus 4 moles of water. That will give you sulfate ion with 6 oxidation state and 10 hydrogen ions and 8 electrons. Okay, number 6, you are almost done now. Number 6, what you have to do, just make a balance. If you have something common, like you have something before reaction and after reaction, you can cancel them. Let me show you how. Before reaction, you have here 16 hydrogen ions. You have to just look for, is there any other ions also for hydrogen? Let's talk about this reaction. There is no other, right? Let's talk about the one. There is no other till here. Here you can see 10 hydrogen ions. It's given after reaction. So it means 16 and 10. 10 are balanced. How many are left here? 6. So you will just write 6. If there would be 11, I would write here 5. If there would be 6, suppose, I would write here 10. Okay, and let's talk about our next component, NO3, 8. Is there any other NO3 over here? No. So I will just write the same 8 NO3, right? And 8 electrons, so you have to look for again, is there any other electron? No. Oh yes, here. So you can see after reaction same number is given, so you can just cancel them. Okay, if there would be 10 electron, the 8 would be cancelled with that 8, 2 would be left, so I would have mentioned here, right? But here luckily we have same electrons. Okay, and with this reaction we are done before arrow. Let's talk about this H2S. Do you have any other H2S? No, so that would be same. Okay, and what about this water? Do we have other water? 4H2O and no. Here we have 8H2O. So how many are left? How many you will write? 8 is not there, so that means 4 is balanced. 4 are left there. So you can write there 4 water. And what's left here? SO4, -2, and what's left more here? 6 was here, that means this 10 is finished. Okay, and H2O, SO4 and 8 NO2 is here. NO2 is here. Okay, now it's your just last step, that is let me just take my pen please. Yes, the last step is how to make final balance. The final balance. Okay, look, here you have 6 hydrogens and here you have 8 nitrate ion. This positive will be combined with this negative, but there you have 8 times of NO3. You should have here 8 times of hydrogen. It means you need more 2 hydrogen. if you are adding here 2 hydrogen, you have to add there also. Yes. Now it's balanced. Okay. So these two will be 8 hydrogen that will be combined with NO3, and this is your 7th step. 2 and 6, 8. That means you will get 8 HNO3. Alright, and H2S is only once, so you will write once here, 1 mole. Alright, and over there 4 moles of water, you can write 4 moles of water. And over here SO4 is negative, that would be combined with this plus positive, that will give you H2SO4, H2SO4, and 8NO2 is neutral, so it's left here, 8NO2. Okay, now you can see every element is balanced. Thank you very much for watching. Keep going, just keep the steps in mind, and when you are watching this video, pause it, write the steps again and again, then you will get to know. Thank you, see you later.